Hello, hello. Hey guys. Welcome. Hello everybody. How's everybody doing? Join us to another day live. Hope you guys are having an amazing evening. Let me go ahead and start our little TikTok thing, majigga over here. And we are live. Yes, sorry, it took a little bit. So you guys know we're kind of like our private team over here. So, ooh, I really like these colors. Nice. Okay, well, I'm going to have to be careful because, well, you guys, they have a good view, but there you go. Careful. We get banned from any of our live stream media platforms. ¿Cómo están, amigos? Bienvenidos. Hola. Bienvenidos. Claro, me falta la lucecita roja ahora. Cambiamos. Este es nuestro segunda semana haciendo el programa desde nuestros nuevos estudios desde la selva, así que por supuesto uno va perfeccionando y cambiando cosas y cambiando cámaras y audio y esto, así que hoy creo que me van a escuchar muchísimo mejor. ¿Cómo estamos? Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome. Y bueno, así va. A ver si logro entrar a nuestro chat. Tenemos dos chats abiertos, uno que es miamitv.chatbro.com y el otro es en el programa de YouTube, perdón, en el software de YouTube. Ahí está. Facebook no pudimos, no llegamos. Y bueno, y TikTok van a tener un backstage. Tenemos un tema muy interesante para hoy. We have an interesting topic for today. You guys know that I am an expert in sexual energy. So we are going to talk a little bit about what is an energy orgasm. Do you know what it is? Can you tell me? Let me know. And one of our viewers actually found, hey guys, one of our viewers found some kind of article in it. So I'm going to read and then I'm going to give my opinion and then you guys tell me what you think and what's your opinion, because at the end of the day, well, it's different for everybody. ¿Cómo están? Bienvenidos. Bueno, estoy intentando quedarme dentro del saquito. No va a estar muy fácil. I'm trying to stay within the jacket, you guys. It's not going to be too easy. ¿Cómo estamos? Hola. Sí, buenas noches desde Washington, D.C. Buenas noches. Jenny 2024. ¿2024? Falta. Saludos desde México. Saludos. También saludos desde México, Estamos en... A ver, vamos... Un segundito, déjenme abrir el chat, que es donde tengo el tema. Y el tema de hoy mandado por uno de nuestros miembros sabe de que soy una experta en lo que es la energía sexual, así que el tema de hoy va a ser ¿qué es un orgasmo energético? ¿Saben lo que es un orgasmo energético? A ver, para comenzar, bueno, no vamos a decir que es un orgasmo porque todo el mundo va a saber si... Está interesante de pensar que es un orgasmo para las personas, ¿no? O sea, hay para gente que simplemente es un desahogo de emociones. Para otros es una conexión al más allá. ¿Qué es para ustedes? So, this isn't gonna last. No, I think it'll be fine. I think we're gonna be fine. Hello, hey guys, what's going on? Hey, Owen, David, what's going on? Okay, so I'm gonna come and go, so don't go crazy if I don't read you live, by the way. And TikTok, you are on a backstage. If you want to see our 5 cameras, come to Miami TV or also on YouTube, okay? If I just stay reading the comments, you guys, it's gonna be like a blog. So this is what the Jenny Lives are here for. You know, it's kind of like we talk about things in life and then yeah, we discuss them. So that's what we do for Jenny Live, and then we can do a blog later if you guys want. Okay, hey Jenny, I don't know if you find this article useful for a topic for future topics, but I'm reading it cleared up a lot of questions I had about the energy videos. So and how they should be interpreted. I'm finally beginning to know how to see below the surface of things and realize what your mission really is all about. Awesome, that's awesome. Thank you. This is a step-by-step guide as a modern world is getting tuned into the wonders of Tantra. And let me grab this because I feel like I'm over there too much. Okay, there you go. That's better. So here's the. It's a little long. Okay. What's an energy orgasm? This is for the article I'm going to put in it. So, energy orgasm is a practice that can be explored with a partner or alone and involves the separation of the experience of orgasm from the stimulation required for physical climax. Okay, yeah, so far so good. While you may only be able to physically climax a limited number of times in a certain session of sexual play, for some people, For some people, only once or none at all. Everybody can, it's just there's a lot of factors that can definitely affect your ability to orgasm, and stress is one of them, believe it or not. And negativity is another one if you're trying to generate positive energy. While you may, okay, people of all genders can learn to orgasm energetically many more times. You can also learn to orgasm even when there is no sexual contact happening, solely by tapping that generous river of pleasure that is right here waiting for you. So there is something that you are able to do, that your body is able to do, which is it's really difficult, but you're able to do it. Getting your body to be able to have that pleasure moment, not so much as the crazy orgasm that makes you explode your mind, but the orgasm that makes you feel, I'm like, that makes me feel, yeah, me too. That makes you feel so relaxed and ethereal that you can tap into that vibe and that energy throughout your day through sexual energy. Okay, so like we always say, I feel like it's a cleansing of the mind of what you know about sex, what you know about sexual energy in general, and then starting over where you're learning again what your body is able to do, how it's able to do it, and not only finding things that work for you pleasure-wise, but also moving away from what pleasure is for you at this exact moment and what pleasure should be, because that is what nature made for you as a human being. Okay, so humans are able to experience the pleasure of an orgasm just by simply closing their eyes and thinking of one. Okay, you're able to have that control of your sexual energy, because your sexual energy is your force, that is your source of energy for the rest of your body. Okay, so reaching those levels of practice, reaching those levels of control, because it's the absolute 100% control of your energy, means nothing is impossible. Everything is possible. It's kind of like you escape the matrix and get to that level where you have superpowers, but it's really not superpowers. It's just power that everybody has in inside and within them, inside of them, and you just have to tap into them, know how to tap into them, and use it for your benefit. We were made in perfection, okay, and we were made with the possibility of not only creating life, but also creating energy, so that we are always healthy, we are always progressing, we are always positive, we always have love, etc. Okay, so it's just a matter of learning all this. Hi guys, how are you? ¿Cómo están, amigos? Okay, so we're talking about, if you're just tuning in, by the way, we're live in Miami TV. Come and join us, MiamiTVHD.com, and we're talking about energy orgasms today. A very important subject. So if you don't know, stay tuned. I'm going to go a little bit in Spanish, and in the meantime, think about what your response will be. If you want to interact with me, go ahead and type it below in the chat. Our chat is miamitv.chatbro.com while I go in Spanish. Ok, vamos a hablar entonces, es un artículo muy largo, pero me encanta de que lo encontraron y que me lo mandaron. Yo creo de que está, a ver, yo creo que me voy a correr un poquito para allá. Ahí está. Estoy en peligro en TikTok. Porque tiene, creo que mucha información que puede hacer más clara la información que nosotros damos a veces sobre la energía y el sexo. Como uno de los dice, encontré este artículo y la verdad me aclaró bastantes cosas que a veces hablas. Sí, yo a veces hablo en mi manera, en mi forma muy relax y espero de que todo el mundo como que lo capte, ¿no? Pero a veces, como siempre digo, hace falta la experiencia para poder realmente entender lo que uno está hablando cuando se tratan de estos temas que son bastante delicados. Pero para comenzar, borra de la cabeza todo lo que sabes y te han enseñado y has aprendido en la sociedad de lo que es el sexo, de lo que significa, del por qué tienes que tener sexo, o sea, y empieza a entender de que hay algo mucho más allá de lo físico, ¿ok? Que es un ritual, es una danza, podríamos decir, es un generar de energía al 100%, sea positiva o negativa, todo depende de la intención que le pongas a la acción. Es como todo, ¿no? Si vos tenés, a ver, un ejemplo bien tonto, si vos tenés un cuchillo lo puedes usar para cortar o para matar a alguien, entonces el sexo es exactamente lo mismo, es el arma de doble filo, vos podés utilizarlo para crear vida, ¿no? Y para generar positividad, o puedes utilizarlo utilizarlo para destruir. ¿Por qué? Porque cuando generas negatividad a través de la promiscuidad, lo único que estás haciendo es destruyendo tu salud, destruyéndote a ti mismo y destruyendo la persona que está contigo. Y no solamente eso, destruyendo también el mundo, crean o no. Las personas que más afectan la negatividad en el mundo son aquellos que generan sexo sin propósito, ahí va, sin conciencia, vamos a decirle, ¿ok? Entonces, dice lo siguiente. Let me move this over here because, there you go, that way I'm not in trouble with you guys. Dicen, vamos a ver un guía sobre el orgasmo energético. Lo voy a traducir del inglés, está en inglés. Como nuestro mundo moderno está entrando en todas estas cosas nuevas como el tantra, la sexualidad, la práctica de sexualidad con conciencia, hay muchos conceptos. Me acabo de dar cuenta que no leí esto en inglés, así que a ver si siempre cuando lo leo en inglés antes ya me es más fácil traducirlo, así que denme un segundito. Hay muchos conceptos que están llegando a las personas que se inspiren en la idea de tener números cantidades de orgasmos solamente con llegar a ese sistema de la energía de uno, o sea, nosotros, ¿no? Dice, cuando se trata sobre el sexo tántrico, que te saca la mente, o sea, te explota la mente de todo lo que hemos experimentado antes, todo se trata sobre la energía. Dice, aquí hay una guía de cómo podemos llegar a experimentar esto y todo se trata sobre la energía. ¿Qué es un orgasmo energético? Dice, un orgasmo energético es la práctica que puede ser explorada con una pareja o solo. Tiene que ver con la separación de la experiencia del orgasmo con la estimulación requerida para llegar a tener un clímax físico. O sea, ¿qué significa esto? Que vos podés tener esa conexión, ese nirvana, podríamos decirle, solamente con la mente. Ah, no lo pensaban, no, sí, seguro que en algún momento sí lo pensaron, o lo escucharon, o lo vieron en alguna parte de información, ¿no? Pero nunca lo han tenido como experiencia. Dicen, aunque solamente podés quizás tener límites, cantidades de clímax físicos en una sección sexual, para algunas personas quizás nunca llegan al clímax. Las personas de todos los géneros pueden llegar a tener un orgasmo energético la cantidad de veces que deseen. Dice, de esta forma tienen que aprender a llegar a este orgasmo energético sin tener contacto sexual. Dice, solamente con tocar ese río de placer generoso que está esperándote. Que sí, pues tienen que entender, ¿no? Primero que todo, si no creen en energía va a ser difícil, pero si creen en la energía, entender de que tu mente es energía, tu mente es la que dirige la energía en tu cuerpo. Entonces, si tu parte sexual, si tu parte íntima es justamente la que genera el porcentaje, la fuente de energía más fuerte que existe en el mundo, pues qué inteligente y qué chévere sería si podrías controlar esa energía cuando tú quieras, ¿no? O sea, de que si tú quieres de repente canalizar un montón de energía, un chorro de energía, para decirlo así, solamente con cerrar los ojos, hacer una respiración y enfocarse en la parte íntima y tener esa excitación, puedes tener esa conexión en bajar energía. ¿Qué es lo que significa un orgasmo en el cuerpo? Quiero empezar por eso. De por sí, ni siquiera sé si voy a leer el artículo, porque como este tema es en el cual soy experta, porque hacemos clases de tantra, y lo vengo estudiando y practicando por más de 13, 14 años ya. Y les digo de que sí, desde el principio les puedo contar al final del programa un poquito mi experiencia con la energía, de cómo era la vida sexual, la energía sexual en mí antes y cómo es ahora. En llegar a un punto, por eso lo hablo por experiencia, digo, llegar a un punto donde podés simplemente cerrar los ojos y sentir esa excitación. Pero primero que todo entender de que esa excitación, ¿qué significa estar excitado? ¿Qué significa ese cosquilleo que sentimos por dentro? La excitación en el cuerpo es la forma que el cuerpo nos delata que estamos conectándonos con una vibración específica, sea positiva o sea negativa. De ambos lados va a ser placentero. Lo que pasa que la diferencia es que uno te va a dar placer y no vas a tener resultados buenos, y el otro te va a dar placer y vas a tener resultados increíbles, donde te va a ir mucho mejor, vas a progresar en la vida, vas a lograr simplemente con cerrar los ojos y enfocarte en lo que desees, vas a llegar a esa meta. Lo que tú quieras a atraes. Y para eso vamos a tener, no sé si esta semana o la próxima, pero prontamente, personas que han pasado por nuestros cursos tántricos para que cuenten sus experiencias y vean cómo cambia la vida del antes, cuando no sabes absolutamente nada sobre el sexo, solamente pensabas que sabías algo, pero en realidad no sabes absolutamente nada. Más allá de quizás cómo provocarte un orgasmo, hay hombres que ni siquiera saben dónde está el clítoris de la mujer, por Dios. O sea, obviamente es importante saber la anatomía, pero ¿qué tal si todos tuviéramos ese control de poder controlar, ¿dónde está? Ahí, controlar esa energía? Ya no tendríamos que esperar tanto en que nuestras parejas hagan bien las cosas, sino que nosotros tenemos el control de cuándo queremos sentir placer y cuándo no. ¿Cómo cambiarían las parejas, los matrimonios? Matrimonios que llegan a terminar un matrimonio porque se distancian tanto a través de los años, no sienten placer cuando tienen relaciones, cuando se unen, que piensan de que ya no hay amor, pero hay muchos factores que pueden influir en el por qué se pierde esa sensibilidad en la pareja también, pero para eso tendremos programas. All right, guys, we are live. It sounds awesome. It's awesome. Okay, so I love talking about subject because sexual energy, you guys know that I have a gift of emanating energy, and sexual energy is my force. Okay, so I've been doing this for 14 years now, and at the end of the show we have time, or maybe tomorrow, I'll tell you my experience in sexual energy, how my orgasms were at the beginning and how they are now, how you are able to have a control of your energy, such as, remember that, first of all, understanding that your mind is your guide, okay? Your mind is the one that says, this is what I want. But your body, your soul, right, your vibration, your energy is the one that has to have that positiveness behind it to reinforce your mind. If you don't have positive energy inside of you and you have nowhere to tap into positive energy, it's not going to work, because that's when people say, well, why am I asking this, and then they blame God, right? I'm not religious, but I'm just saying, people usually say, oh, God doesn't exist, or God this and that's. Like, it doesn't matter what you call it, it's an energy, it's the universe, whatever you want to call it. There's something out there that makes us live, move, breathe. If it wasn't for the energy inside of you, you would be dead, basically, okay? Everything that has a life has energy in different frequencies, different dimensions, different strengths. It doesn't mean that one is more important than the other. It just means that we are existing in different frequencies, okay? That's why it's important to respect also all living things. But let's say that, think of all those marriages that end up divorcing, right? Because they feel like they've lost their love, they lost their spark, and there's nothing anybody could do. But then imagine all of a sudden somebody learns how to tap into that energy on their own, okay, and not having to depend so much on the other person to be able to feel pleasure, okay. I, for example, I've been through, let's say in my teens, regular, what you think is an orgasm, but you have no idea what an orgasm really is, to today, right? I'm turning 35 in 3 months? Maybe half a year ago, just by closing my eyes and imagining or having somebody just get close to me, my body starts to shake. So, and it's not on purpose, it's just, everything's practice. And I understand some people might not have enough time in their hands, but hey, if you can find something to do, and all of a sudden there's a practice for Tantra or sexual energy, and you can replace it for watching your telenovela or, watching your series, then you're going to benefit so much more, because one of them is going to give you serotonin. Is it serotonin? Yeah, serotonin. I don't know if I'm saying it right. Sorry. Oh, my Spanish. And sorry, dopamine. One of them is gonna make you generate dopamine, which is watching something that makes you happy, like your favorite series or Jenny Live. And the other one is maybe meditation and practicing tantric meditation or going to a tantra course, and from that you're going to be able to live so much more fulfilled. So there are things in life that are made to distract us. To distract us in a good way, because like I said, you're happy when you're doing that activity. But also distract us in a way, like our cell phones and technology, distract us in a way that you no longer have time for yourself. You no longer have time to really discover and find out what the fuck you really are. I'm sorry, I just cursed. But yeah, seriously, like, most people just go through life not knowing the power that they have inside of them. They just live to go, you know, wake up in the morning, go to work, come home, you know, put water to their plants, kiss their wife, or maybe have sex, go to sleep, and then the next day, everything all over again. I think one of the great things is technology also has given people the liberty to have, some people have jobs like YouTube or social media, and now they are their own bosses and they don't have to rely on a schedule, but still become so obsessed with the job that they don't have time for themselves. So in reality, it doesn't matter what kind of job you do. The thing is this even something to consider? Do you want to have a more fulfilled sexual life, or is the one that you have enough? Like, how could you really ever say, I know what an orgasm is, if you really haven't tried having an energy orgasm or tried Tantra, okay? So I've even met people that do Tantra that thought they knew what an energy orgasm is, and you know, realize they don't. So at the end of the day, nobody really knows. We all just know up to the level that we've experienced, right? But I think it's always interesting to leave it up to our mind to wonder and say, wow, well, how much stronger could it get, you know? And I think that wonder of knowing how much stronger could the orgasm get is what gives you that thrive to discovering it and seeing if you can get to those levels where it gets to the point where it's no longer physical. I don't know how to, let me try to explain it in the best possible words. You have to get out of the physical to get into your mind, traveling through a connection of energies that is happening the moment you have that part of your channel opened. Okay, remember that basically we have a tunnel. Our body is a tunnel. So this is one part of your channel, and below is another one. In fact, both of the holes below are exits to your channel. So I kind of imagine us like a tube, right? Like energy comes in and comes out, comes in and comes out. And that's really all it is. So if you're able to have that extra time to really read about it or start to practice it, just by forgetting what you've seen in porn videos, forgetting what you've seen, or I know most young men today probably learn how to have sex through porn. Okay, so I've always said that there should be a sexual education class in school. I think it's ridiculous that there isn't. There's so many things that you can learn from it, because most parents don't talk about sex in their house because they're ashamed of it, because we come from generations where it's oh yeah, we're in TikTok. Hi guys. We come from generations, you know, where just nobody talks about this. It's like sex. Don't talk about sex. What are you doing? You know, the moment that they hear sex, they think of something bad or deprivated or just altogether pornographic. And not that porn is bad. I mean, it's just the way that you use things, okay? So, and we're gonna get to that. There's so much information. So first, forget everything you knew about it, and let's see what comes next. Let me go in Spanish a bit, you guys. Hola, hey guys. About sexual energy, join us. If you have any questions, please let me know. Have you ever had an energy orgasm? Okay. Today, our youth, unfortunately, is in a stage where it's more about how much sex can I have and how many, right? And not how much quality of it can I get, and so that it benefits my personal growth and the person's personal growth, okay? And I know it might seem a little exaggerated, but I'm not exaggerating. If you knew how much destruction you bring to your life when you generate negativity, you would probably cut it off. Because most teens destroy their life. And again, I can say this because I did. I destroyed my life. Atlanta in the house, what's up? You know, when I was a teen. So that's why I talk about these with such passion, because it totally changed my life. And every person that we do therapy with sexual energy, the same thing. It's like your life just goes from black to white, or if it wasn't black and let's say it was gray, from gray to white. I mean, everything just seems a lot more brighter at the end of the tunnel, and the things that you want and the things that you project in life, the things that you want to get to, start coming alive. And you can say, how is it even possible that sex, something that isn't even, on the contrary, I mean, look at music videos, look at number one thing today, and this is horrible, but the number one thing today is child trafficking, right? Okay, so makes more money even than drugs, and porn is pretty much up there. So it basically tells you, I mean, if there is a market, if there is an audience for these things, that's how negative the world is. We have come so far, so freaking far from what we really are and what we're supposed to be doing, and what our nature, says that we're supposed to be doing, that the world is fucked up today and we're on the verge of a World War III. Literally, okay? Thank you, that sounded cute. I don't know what it was, but hey. I think it was some kind of diamond. Kisses. So what do you sexual energy? Those legs are legit. They are my legs. Thank you. Gracias, amigos. Bienvenidos. Sí, también estamos en TikTok. Hoy tenemos mucha. Qué bueno. Bueno, estamos en YouTube. Voy a ir y venir a ver dentro de los chats. Es que me apasiona tanto este tema que no sé si les voy a dejar interactuar. Fíjense si nos hemos alejado tanto, que hemos llegado a un punto donde el mundo de por sí se ha alejado de su esencia. ¿Y por qué digo su esencia? O sea, el ser humano ya no sabe lo que es. Hoy en día el sexo para los adolescentes solamente es, bueno, cuanto más lo hago, mejor es, más popular soy, ¿no? O sea, no es tanto el decir lo hago con calidad, sino cuántas veces para sumar personas. Eso es lo que hacen los adolescentes, las mujeres y los hombres. Y lamentablemente las mujeres hoy en día que han llegado a un punto de libertinaje extremo es totalmente peor. Si solamente supieran el daño que se están haciendo, nada más y nada menos con derrochar su energía, yo creo que, a ver, para ser claros, se la cortarían. Si son hombres y mujer, pues bueno, no puedes cortártela, pero te pondrías un coso de chastity, un chastity belt, un cinturón de castidad. Si supieras de que esa energía, I'm going to go in English in 1 second, you guys. No tan lights, no, I'm always naked. Esa energía justamente es la que define todas tus metas. Y puedes decir, no puede ser, Jenny, pero ¿cómo puede ser de que algo tan trivial, de que no se habla, no se le da importancia, o sea, solamente en las escuelas, que tendría que haber una clase de sexología, yo creo, en las escuelas, pero no sexología como enseñan los sexólogos, que es así es como debe tocar una mujer, y así es como se llega al clímax, tocando estos puntos. Sí hay puntos específicos, pero no solamente son físicos, son completamente energéticos también. Entonces no va más allá de hablar de las partes íntimas y de nuestros genitales. Todo el cuerpo es una red energética, y los puntos sensibles son la parte de esa red energética que hacen que tu energía haga ¿ok? Entonces imagínense que nos hayan enseñado desde una edad muy temprana. Yo lo puedo hablar porque a mí la energía sexual me cambió la vida completamente. Personas que hoy en día, yo hago terapias a personas para que aprendan lo que es el y cambien rotundamente de lo que es la energía positiva, generar negatividad solo por lujuria y llegar a positividad. Y vamos a tener invitados para que cuenten sus historias, porque es de noche a día, o sea, es decir, realmente no sabía lo que era el sexo hasta que descubrí la energía a través del sexo. Entonces ya el sexo ni siquiera forma una palabra, el sexo solamente es pues algo que quedó atrás, de que el mundo entero habla de sexo, y cuando piensan sexo piensan en algo morboso, en algo negativo, piensan en pornografía. ¿Por qué? Porque se ha expuesto y se ha promocionado de cierta forma en la población, en el mundo entero, que tenemos rechazo hasta cuando escuchamos la palabra. Ok, entonces nuestra programación mental desde pequeños es los padres decirnos, no mires eso porque se están besando y es malo, no puedes ver a alguien desnudo, o sea, todo lo que tiene que ver con nuestro cuerpo y con nuestra sexualidad ha sido censurado desde pequeñitos, desde que nacemos básicamente, porque recuerden de que nuestra energía, nuestra mente escucha desde que estamos en el útero, ¿ok? Avísenme qué piensan. So, gracias, bienvenidos. So, did you know that our programming with sex comes from within the womb? You know, you can hear the moment that you are being created inside of that beautiful belly. You can hear. So the moment that there's an energy in there, there's a consciousness. And the moment that there's a consciousness, it's perceptive to energy. Okay, remember that we have that telepathy option. You can have telepathy with anybody you want. I communicate with my meditators, and they're on the other side of the world. You know, at the beginning it was like really, really difficult, and I'm like, wait, am I crazy? Like, am I crazy? And yes, of course, for people that, I mean, since it's a few that can do this, we are called crazy. But maybe it's the opposite way around, I've seen. So it's just, there is, like I said before, there's no limit in what you could do. You can have all the power in the world by just understanding those simple things. I forgot where I was going with that, sorry. Hey guys, what's going on? We're live in Miami TV if you want to join us, MiamiTVHD.com. Okay, I'm going to take questions. And continue with the show. Can you stand up? I'll stand up at the end because I might have a little malfunction and I don't want it to happen on TikTok. We're also on YouTube and we're live on TV, so if you're watching us, you can watch us on Roku or any cable channel that gets us. Okay. Bueno, a ver, se me fue. ¿Qué pasó? Voy a ir al chat un segundito y continuamos con... Estaba en un rol, ¿no? Me gusta cuando... Pongo en el rol de no parar, pero sé que los tengo que leer, así que los voy a leer. Vamos, a ver. Hope they do another hangover film. Gracias. Jessica, escribí que puedan responder la oreja. Hola, me da gusto poder escribir y que me puedan responder. Saludos Ernesto, ¿cómo estamos? Dice que cambiar las cámaras está siendo un problema en el audio. Que sí, cuando cambias de cámaras. Hello Las Vegas, how are you? I'm going to Vegas. I am thinking of going to Vegas. Love you. Thank you. 35, not a change. Really? Right. Jenny, like Buddhism? So I've had a lot of people tell me that things that I kind of talk about have to do with Buddhism. I don't have like a religion. I've never studied Buddhism. Everything that I teach you guys is always from personal experience. And that's why I'm so passionate about certain subjects. And yeah, there's a lot of things that I don't want to say in Jenny Live because I'm leaving it for my biography. I hope I can start writing my book maybe next month. And for those that have watched Jenny Live for over 10 years, you'll understand why. Once the book is out, I can talk about my personal experiences with you more in depth. No taboos, no holding back, and you're gonna be like, aha. So that's why. Dice, el audio medio raro en cámara 2. Looks amazing. How are you? Feeling better than the sets of the Super Bowl setups up with a long lost hero. Hey, have you guys seen the Peter is back, by the way? Okay, guys, let's go. Cheers from Honolulu. Cheers, Honolulu. How are you? Saludos a Honolulu. ¿Cómo estamos? Why being bat standing with the king? Who's the king? What? There's a king. Okay, guys, let me continue because obviously you guys. I know a lot of people don't have information about this. So, hola, buenas noches. ¿Cómo estás? Felicidades, un nuevo y hermoso estudio. ¿Cómo estás? Bienvenidos. Muchas gracias. Peter is now joining us. He is joining us. Ok, entonces vamos a continuar el hilo por donde lo dejé con el tema de la adolescencia. todo lo que vemos en la música, en el cine, hasta también, pero más que nada la música. Fíjense que la voz es una radiación de frecuencia energética muy grande y la música es algo que mueve millones, billones, sino de personas a través de una canción, ¿no? Hacer de que muchísima gente se sienta relacionado con esa canción, y al sentir la vibración, miles de personas juntos en un estadio, ¿okay? Cantando la misma canción, generando energía positiva porque están felices, ¿no? Si es que no se están drogando, por supuesto. Son temas de que, bueno, la gente yo creo que no entiende eso, pero cuando tú cantas una canción y encima la repites constantemente, está llegando a ser un mantra, ¿okay? Entonces, ¿por qué es tan importante ser vocal en el orgasmo, ¿no? Ya sé que me estoy adelantando, pero ¿por qué? Porque la vibración de la voz justamente hace que se amplifique. Entonces está juntando lo que es una parte de tu canal y la otra parte de tu canal en uno solo. Cuando llegas a eso, es una explosión magnífica. Ahora, ¿qué pasa con la adolescencia de hoy en día? Como no existe información y está el libertinaje sexual, especialmente por el lado de la mujer, existen mujeres muy sexuales, hombres también, pero yo creo que los hombres hasta se están un poquito retrayendo porque le temen a esta libertad de la mujer de hoy en día. Si supieran de que están no solamente derrochando su energía, de cuenta que tú cuando naces con una energía pura, esa energía es la que estás irradiando, por eso siempre vemos a los bebés y decimos qué tiernos, qué dulces, qué paz, ¿no? Que transmiten, todo está bien cuando estás en la presencia de un infante. Y sin embargo también se van cargando a través de los años, de acuerdo al ambiente que los rodea, de energías. Entonces llegas a un punto donde tenés la capacidad de decisión sobre tu energía sexual, que en este caso es la pubertad, que es cuando tendrías que esperar a terminar tu pubertad para realmente empezar a poner en acción esa energía sexual con otra persona. Sin embargo, la edad de la pubertad es la edad donde estás investigando, ¿no? Investigándote. Entonces, qué lindo sería que hubiese información sobre esto antes para que las personas, entonces, en vez de llegar a un punto donde, wow, siento este cosquilleo, siento esto que no puedo explicar y está corriendo por mi cuerpo esta vibración, este tingly, estas mariposas, ¿y qué hago? Pues la descarga es, bueno, enseguida ir con alguien o tú hacer algo, porque nadie te está explicando que lo que estás sintiendo correr por tu cuerpo es energía pura. Es literalmente como si metieras los dedos en un enchufe, pero en 12 volts, ¿ok? y sintieras esa vibración correr por tu brazo y todo por tu cuerpo. Es exactamente lo que se debería sentir cada vez que tenés una conexión energética. Una conexión energética, quiero decir, con una conexión sexual con algo. Es habilitar tu sexualidad, habilitar tu energía. Vamos a empezar a entender y poner en frase para los que saben y me han seguido por mucho tiempo. Cuando yo digo sexualidad es igual a energía, las dos cosas son lo mismo. Sexo y energía es exactamente lo mismo, ¿ok? Entonces empecemos a cambiar, because I do. It says, I don't know how the people you interview don't gawk. I've watched your episodes on Miami TV. It's an energy thing. So, like I said, when you start having control over what you emanate, what comes out of you, if you want to impose respect, that is what you will impose. And that goes for everybody, you know? Okay, all dumb jokes aside, she's one of the smartest ladies out there. Oh, thank you. I wouldn't take smart. I'm actually really stupid when it comes to like book stuff, but ask me about wisdom of life and, you know, I'm tuned in, and I've been tuned in more and more the moment I moved to Mexico, because I'm kind of more away from all the kind of the society influences, let's say. So I've in the past 3 years, my life has been like, whoop, and I have so much information to share with you. That's why. Okay, so imagine that you're starting, right? We're born. You have this pure energy being born. That's why the moment that we see an infant, we think of love. We think humanity has an option to be okay. Peace. joy. It's just there's nothing wrong in their eyes. But then depending on the environment that they're raised in, and especially when they get to their puberty years, when you get to your puberty years is when your body says, okay, I'm getting ready to leave my nest, to leave my mom and my dad's energy that has been protecting me all this time, and now I'm going to allow my body to develop so I can have my own energy, and that is your sexual energy. Guys, I want you to get used to this because we're going to be talking about this subject a lot. When I say sex, I mean energy, because there is no, it's the same thing. Sex is energy. So when I say energy, I also mean sex. So first, get that wrapped around your head. Now, what happens when you start feeling this puberty flashes, right? Where you're getting super wet out of nowhere, your body's reacting in weird ways, you're feeling pleasure maybe just because something rubs you, and there is no information. I mean, there is, but there isn't. Your family usually isn't the best ones to come forward. They should be. But even though you can find maybe information on sex, you can't find information on energy. You can't find information about this stuff. I mean, it's very, very scarce. Scars. Is it scars or scarce? Neither. Okay. So you get to that point. What kind of flowers are those behind you? Those are orchids. So you get to that point where, since nobody's teaching you what to do with this energy, you masturbate, or you find someone to experience something with, and that is when you feel that urge, right? And the first orgasm or that first arousal, and you're like, whoa, what was that? I want more of it. And that's when you're screwed. Because you could have more of it, but the thing is, how are you going to have it? So understanding that the moment that your body hits puberty, it needs to be respected until your puberty is over, so that your body gets to that stage as healed as possible, as pure as possible, so that when you're ready to say, I want to generate my own sexual energy, you're going to be generating 100% positive sexual energy, and it's going to be so strong that anything you set your mind to, you're going to get. That is the craziest thing. So you're going to say, I want to get into Harvard. Damn right, you're going to get into Harvard. I want to get into, I want to make $1 million in my first 5 years of college. You're going to make $1 million in the first 5 years of college. I want to find the woman I love. Well, that you have to be patient for, because if you attract the right person when you're not ready developing, meaning your mind and your experiences aren't ready to have somebody else be in them, then I don't feel like that's something you want to be aiming towards. I feel like love is a consequence, and it should just come when you're ready. Okay, so don't look for it. Stop looking for it. Stop being so desperate. It'll come, the right person will come when you're ready for it. If it hasn't come yet, it's because there's a lot of things you need to fix still. We are not done fixing ourselves. Like I was talking before about orgasm. How do you know if you've had the most powerful orgasm ever? In your world, it is the most powerful one. But in the universe, in an ethereal level, unless you've passed out, you haven't experienced it. Or unless you've left your body energetically and had an experience like, if anybody here has ever done bufo, or has done ayahuasca, or peyote, or anything hallucinogenic, basically, if you've ever had an experience like that, that is what you can get through sex, okay? Because all those things are tappable. All of those chemicals in your brain are tappable by being able to manipulate your energy. You don't need a drug to do this, okay? It's inside of you. It's just learning yourself, learning your energy, learning what you're feeling. Stop thinking so much in how you're doing it, and it just, and I know you're gonna, for men, you're probably thinking, what do you mean? My girlfriend, asked me to do this and this and that, and she requires, a certain amount of time. So that's why it's a difficult world when it comes to popularity, because it's not done in a popular level. But I think we're going to get there. So if you have a partner that wants to experience this with them, it's going to be slow, but it's definitely going to be it's definitely going to be worth it in the end. So I love everything you do. Thank you for what. I wish I could get some therapy from you. Oh, thank you. You can teach me to cook. You're an amazing cook. Thank you. I've actually been really good at cooking in my recent videos. I want to volunteer to be in your next energy video. Sure. Well, we don't, there's certain things that you have to let's say qualify for before, and it's that you have to have some kind of negativity. We don't treat anybody just to treat them. I mean, and most people have negativity, so it's okay. But the cleansing is where you start. But we'll get to that in another show. Okay. Let's see what you guys are up to over here. Oh, it's very hot all of a sudden. I have a question. Sure, shoot. Tengo una pregunta. Claro que sí. Life is full of surprises. Of course. I feel like, yo siento que también, gracias. Hola, Patrick. Throughout the years, I'm really happy and glad that you see that you remain safe with your team and going strong on your path still. Aw, thank you, Patrick. That was so thoughtful. You're amazing, Jenny. I love your content and your character. Thank you. Usando tacones, claro que sí, no se me ven. Aunque debería estar descalza, honestamente, no sé por qué uso tacones si no se me ven, o sí se me ven. Y de por sí, les digo lo siguiente, como hace que 2 años que no hacemos Jenny Live así como formal desde un estudio y todo, toda mi colección de, I can be happy now, toda mi colección de zapatos, aunque estaba con aire acondicionado y todo bien cuidadito, casi el 80% lo tengo que tirar. Entonces, en los Jenny Lives de ahora me van a ver repitiendo mucho los tacones y mucho la ropa, porque he decidido, vamos a hacer 1000 más, pero no voy a aumentar la contaminación del medio ambiente con la ropa, porque solo 1 hora al día me he visto, imagínense, vivo todo el día desnuda. Así que bueno, es muy lindo, por eso tengo muchas experiencias que contarles. Y sí, han sido 3 años fabulosos. El mudarme a México nada más me ha dado una apertura a muchas cosas y una fuente energética tan increíble que de a poquito iré contándole las experiencias que hemos tenido. Do you need a cooking assistant? Sure. Tacuarembó, Uruguay. Hola, ¿cómo están? Creo que from Athens, Greece. Oh, I'm going to, well, I was planning on going in October, but I think we're planning on traveling maybe next year to Greece. It's definitely in my route. I don't know why, there's something energetically about Greece. Egypt was first, but I feel like for some reason Greece will be the next spot, and you guys know I'm traveling to energy spots, okay? So wherever you see me travel, there's something there. Atenas, Grecia, digo, prontamente iremos a Atenas, sí. Es un lugar que me llama muchísimo la mitología griega y es algo increíble. Yo creo que ellos realmente sabían todo sobre la sexualidad. Es algo que, como les dije, nos hemos ido olvidando, pero porque no somos nosotros que nos olvidamos. Es que las generaciones se ha ido tapando la información y a través de las generaciones se nos ha metido, como decíamos antes, ese tabú tan fuerte sobre el tema del sexo que en vez de verse como algo glorioso, algo hermoso, algo que se puede compartir y puedes compartir energía con otra persona y estar generando positividad, es increíble. Así que bueno, hay mucho por aprender. He estado también, por algo si son fanáticos de la energía, visiten los lugares que visito, como por ejemplo los alienígenas y todo eso. Por eso tengo tantos aliens en mis sets. Nosotros tenemos muchísimas experiencias con extraterrestres. Créanlo, ¿no? Sí, antes no lo decía, ahora la verdad que es como que uno llega a un punto donde yo ya vamos a contarlo todo, hablarlo todo, porque al fin del cabo es la realidad, es la verdad humana, ¿ok? Y son muchas cosas que no hay que tenerle pena. Creo que estamos llegando también, como dije al principio, estamos en el borde de una guerra mundial. Si no cambiamos hoy, pues ya no tenemos otra oportunidad, es un reseteo total, entonces hay que mostrar las cosas y demostrar las cosas. Por eso también hemos hecho el sitio de Energy Jenny, para demostrar lo que es la energía sexual, lo que podés hacer a través del sexo, lo que podés hacer generando energía positiva, ¿ok? Ahora, un beso brasilero, ¿cómo estás? Definitely a trendsetting, thank you. ¿Te molestarías si tomaríamos no sé qué significa tomaríamos. Spanglish, my friend, Spanglish. What's the name of the resort in Tulum? It's called Energy Tulum. This studio is actually here. So we've been building this for 1 year. It's been a massive headache, but totally worth it. We're in the middle of the jungle right now. This is where I live. And the city, the town of Tulum is 10 minutes from here, but we are so deep in the jungle, we have basically no neighbors. So it's just, I look outside these windows, it's jungle. Yes, there's jaguars, there's monkeys, there's parrots. We have like 15 different types of birds, iguanas. There's a lot of snakes, there's deadly snakes. But yeah, we've been able to do this. So has the beach cleared? It did for like a week, and all of a sudden it's no good again. So yeah, don't follow social media for the clear up. Make sure you look for like Tulum News or something to know the truth about the Sargasso. Hello, how are you? Awesome shoes, thank you. They're so comfy. I got these in Key West. Oh, who's going to Fantasy Fest this year? We will be there. We're always there on the last Friday and Saturday of the event. So if you want to see us there, if you want me to interview you live, of course I'm going to be half naked or 90% naked. Come along. And actually these shoes saved me because like I was just saying, my whole closet for my studio, I had to throw away all of my shoes because the humidity here is so big that I wore them, and half an hour in, we were in the middle of a show, and of course my heel fell off. So these babies saved me the second day. I was like, okay, I need shoes. So we do like a 2-hour show from Fantasy Fest. If you guys have never been to Fantasy Fest, it is one of those events that I definitely say you must experience it to at least have lived an event like that, because it's kind of like Carnival but with a lot of nudity and freedom. It's beautiful. Gracias. Bienvenido, Eric. ¿Cómo estás? I think you're intelligent, charismatic, and a very humble person. Thank you, Rui. Bea encantadora. Felicitaciones por tu programa de energía positiva. Bendiciones. Gracias. Bienvenidos. Bueno, continuamos. Recibe un saludo de Chalco, México, con cariño. Eres muy bonita. Muchas gracias, Martín. So, thank you. Hey, TikTok. Sorry, I'm coming and going. Okay, should we continue with our sexual energy topic? Okay, so do you see how we began this? We began talking about what is an energy orgasm, but I'm taking you through the course, okay? I'm taking you through, because even to think about or to talk about what an orgasm is, we have to start at the root, right, of everything. So how are you able to have an orgasm to begin with? Well, your puberty allows this, and the growth in your energy allows this, okay? Now, before your puberty, you are able to have another kind of pleasure. It's not the sexual pleasure. Have you ever seen babies like rub, and I've talked to a lot of parents, and this happens in most, and I'm sure I've done it too, but it's like you find them like rubbing against something, okay? So when your energy's pure, sexual isn't even a word in your energy or your mind. So this is how it should always be. It's a connection. It's like all of a sudden turning a switch on, right? And you're connecting to the source. Damn right. What is the source? The source is the energy. Call it whatever you want. I don't care what religion you are. It does not matter. Energy is energy. In whatever planet you're talking about, actually, yeah, in whatever universe, the energy is something that is universal. And our planet actually is incredibly important for the sustainability of a lot of planets in our galaxy. We are extremely important beings. Not that there isn't others like us out there, there's a lot of planets, but the souls, what we have is something that a lot of species have no idea what it is and how we are able to generate this energy. So, and that's for another topic, alien topic, okay? Those are the ones that suck your energy. Oh God. Okay, so beginning from when you're born, you are connected with strings to that source. Imagine like you're this little bean, right? We're a little bean and we're growing. And that little bean has I don't know, let's say, I always forget the number. I'm going to have to ask my meditators again if it was 300 and something. Maybe it's the amount of days, 365? I don't know. But let's say 300 sensible spots. All these sensible spots are linked to an energy. Every time something touches that sensible spot, and remember, the ones that are the higher connection are your sensible spots, meaning any kind of genitalia, and your breasts, also your neck, your mouth, your lips, everything inside of your mouth. Anytime something has any kind of connection with that, at whatever age you have, has an immediate connection. Okay, it's just, it feels different once you pass through puberty. So once you pass through puberty, it's stronger and it changes from being ethereal to being sexual. Why? Because all of a sudden it's no longer that mother's love kind of connection. All of a sudden is a strong kind of like fighter kind of, whoa, like what is that current going through me? And you no longer have control. Okay, that is your not only your endorphins, but it's called molecules. So your molecules start working around and start jumping all over the place, and your body's like, what the fuck is going on? Okay, you're like, why isn't anybody talking to me about this? All I feel is excitement. So if anybody were to just tell you that excitement is energy, okay, it's just calm down. It's the same as I said before. It's like you're putting your hand in a 12-volt battery, because 110 will probably kill you. So it's learning to breathe and learning to manipulate that energy and let it flow. Okay, so you're going to be able to have that pleasure longer. And I'm not saying the purpose is to have it longer, but I'm saying the purpose is for you to be able to bear it. Okay, so if you can bear a pure, strong energy flowing through your body the moment you have any kind of physical contact, then you're set for life. That is your energy. All you have to do is take care of it. Now, what happens if all of a sudden you're in puberty and you start, going around and sleeping around and, oh, this just feels so good, pleasure, pleasure, pleasure. I can't believe I just did that. And when you get to maybe like you're 28, 30, you're like, why can't I find the perfect couple? No, I no longer see spontaneous sex as something fun. I don't want to do that anymore. And you want to settle down and you want to start a family and you want to have that job. But and then you start seeing all these psychologists and you start seeing all these therapy and all kinds of things, but nobody goes to the root of it. Nobody goes to the sex part, because in most cases, the sex part is a huge, I think maybe in 80% of the population, sex is the number one problem of your problems today. Or it was, okay? All the sequels or all the consequences that you have that you generated in the past that are now there to bite you. So what are you going to do? You can reset all that. You can restart. You can train your mind again to understand what it is that you did wrong and cleanse that negativity that you generated, okay? Now, if you lost your energy throughout the years, because every time you're being promiscuous, you're giving out energy, but if you're not generating love, okay, you're not doing it with consciousness, you're not recuperating that energy. So every orgasm that you had just out of pleasure, okay, it was energy that you lost. How fucked up is that? I know. Nobody told you. But I'm telling you now. How are you? Good. How are you? I'm telling you now, that's why it's never late, okay? So all that energy that you lost, it's not too late to regenerate it again and to get it back. Let me go in Spanish. Muy bien, chicos, ¿cómo estamos? Hi, Philip, how are you? Love your show, thank you. I'm feeling Jenny, she's at that stack shape. What's a stack shape? Specialist developed layouts, I'm feeling slowed to our team specialist development layouts. You mean like you're feeling Uruguay, ¿cómo estamos? Bueno, estábamos contando un poquito. Imagínense, entonces tú llegas a tu adolescencia, ¿no? Llegas a tu adolescencia en empieza a moverse, se empiezan a mover tus endorfinas, se empiezan a mover tus moléculas, algo que nadie te dice. Todo el mundo lo toma totalmente físico. Es como que, bueno, sí, pues estoy pasando por mi pubertad, mis endorfinas están, pues saltan por todos lados porque los científicos es lo único que pueden decir. Pero no, nadie te dice, a ver, para un poquito, esto que sentís, esa excitación, esa energía corriendo por tu cuerpo, como les dije, es como si tocaras una batería de 12 volts y te diera un shock y de repente lo pusieras en 110 y te diera un shock masivo. Entonces, is that a beeper? Oh my God. I don't think I ever had a beeper. I really want it. Wow, my mom never got me a beeper. Can you believe that? Oh shit. Sorry, I think I just muted it. No, I didn't. No, that's my microphone. That would be funny though. Hey guys, I have a beeper for emergencies. Not a bad idea in the jungle. If something goes wrong, well, that's what cell phones are there for. Okay, sorry, off the topic. Perdón, me fui. Me preguntaron si era un beeper y yo, ¿te acuerdan de los beepers? Qué chévere. Yo siempre quise uno y nunca. Mi mamá nunca me dejó tener un beeper. De hecho, demoré muchos años en tener un celular. I got like my first cell phone when I was, I don't know, in 8th grade. I mean, I was like the last one to get one. But I got one, you know, those little brick things. And that was the end of me, of course. We'll talk about that another day. Bueno, entonces, hello, how are you? Entonces llegas a un punto donde tu energía empieza a moverse por todos lados. Nadie te explica de que en realidad lo que tienes que hacer, en vez de ir y desahogarte, que significa desechar energía, tirar energía, necesitas reforzarla, necesitas mantenerla y necesitas adaptar a que tu mente y tu cuerpo se acostumbre a estos surges, a esta electricidad energética que pasa por tu cuerpo, y permitir que pase y ahí se mantenga. Y te sentís con un poder y una fuerza de que el mundo es tuyo, de que todo es posible, de que a quien le hables y a donde vayas vas a salir ganando y que no hay nada que sea imposible, como el mundo es tuyo. Ahora, ¿qué pasa? Los adolescentes, nadie les habla de esto, de pedo que les dan un preservativo. O sea, entonces, ¿qué pasa? Dicen, bueno, pues tengo que descargarme en alguna forma el libertinaje hoy en día, la música, por eso hablábamos de la música antes, súper importante, ¿por qué? Porque lo que más fomenta la música hoy en día es el sexo. Pero el sexo de una forma totalmente en contra. ¿Por qué? Porque es mucho más fácil controlarnos, ¿no?, a que el ser humano tenga su sabiduría en full y ponga a andar su motor. ¿Qué es su motor? Su motor sexual, que empiece a usar la sexualidad como un arma energética, pero no un arma energética de que podés hacer daño, no, un arma energética para tú ir en contra de lo que es la globalización masiva, ¿no?, el control mental. Entonces, esa arma vale todo en este mundo. ¿Por qué? Porque vas a ser de los pocos, ese 20% quizás que despierta, que sale a la luz, que sale adelante, que en vez de estar reprimido por las cosas y por la sociedad, eres esa excepción, que cada vez sean más las excepciones. Y tan solo saber de que lo único que tenés que empezar a hacer es no gastar energía sexual. Empezá por ahí. ¿Por qué? Porque tu cuerpo constantemente va a estar generando una energía, porque algún tipo de conexión todavía seguro te queda, ¿ok? Pero no nos adelantemos, volvamos a nuestra adolescencia. Entonces, ¿qué pasa si derrochas toda tu energía positiva y cometes actos sin conciencia, sexuales, ¿ok?, donde la negatividad se te empieza a meter? Se te mete hasta que tu energía de repente, tu energía de repente, entonces lo que yo pienso, ¿y por qué si yo hago la meditación esta de no sé qué y no sé cuánto y los voltibetanos y 20.000 yogas y no puedo salir adelante? Bueno, tu mente no tiene energía para dirigir. Para comenzar, tu mente tiene que tener energía para dirigir y la energía está acá. Entonces tu mente también es energía, pero tu mente, acuérdate, tu mente es la dirección, tu cuerpo es lo que genera. Entonces, si tu cuerpo no tiene energía positiva para enviar hacia una meta positiva, ¿qué tipo de energía crees de que vas a estar mandando? La ley de la atracción va a pasar en 20 años para ti quizás, porque vas a estar... Es como que de repente, ¿no?, es como que tu energía va a ser, quiero un buen trabajo. No, tiene que ser, quiero un buen trabajo. Y tu energía se siente y el universo dice, oh sí, Jenny, tienes una fuerte energía, te escucho, ¡fum!, ahí tienes un buen trabajo. Entonces, si tu luz se apagó, ok, si tu energía está opaca porque has derrochado energía, y no porque no eres una buena persona, sino que has tomado decisiones inadecuadas donde nadie te explicó, donde nadie te enseñó, y tomaste el sexo como una lujuria, como algo placentero físico solamente, y te olvidaste de lo importante que es porque de ahí venís, entonces, bueno, no vas a tener mucha opción, ¿no? Pero siempre tienes la opción de decidir en parar, ¿no? Decir, bueno, de hoy en adelante no voy a derrochar más energía, no voy a desperdiciar eso que en realidad lo podría usar para algo positivo. Hay libros que han hecho hombres que hablan de la retención de eyaculación. Y sí, tal cual, es retener todo eso, pero no solamente se trata de retener, sino es retener y saber cuándo necesitas limpiarte. Tú tienes la opción personal de poder limpiarte y la limpieza es a través de la eyaculación, créanlo o no, ¿ok? Y, ¡ay no! Pero qué horrible lo que decís, no puede ser, no puedo escuchar esto. A ver, ¿querés que te diga que hay un aparato que se mete en el cuerpo y te estripa o te saca los cúmulos negros que absorbiste todos los años? Literalmente la forma más natural del cuerpo, o sea, es o lo vomitas o sale por ahí. Entonces, porque la otra parte pues es la parte digestiva, no va a salir por atrás, ¿ok? Pero sí vas a poder limpiar tu energía de la misma forma que te ensuciaste. Y normalmente para las personas que generan negatividad de esa forma es a través de ahí. Entonces, pensándolo y míralo de un punto de vista totalmente externo a lo que te enseñó la sociedad, date cuenta que es totalmente natural. Es completamente natural. O sea, no estás haciendo nada raro, no estás usando ni siquiera cosas que haya hecho el hombre. Estás usando tu propio cuerpo físico, ¿no?, para limpiarte. Y tu cuerpo pues sabrá por dónde se limpia. Tú no eres el que decide esas cosas. La naturaleza nos hizo de esta forma. Entonces, es saber pasar por esa limpieza, saber cuándo hay que retener, no gastar y solamente generar energía sexual con alguien que comparte los mismos principios, perdón. O sea, ¿qué significa? No tenés que tener un matrimonio, no tenés que tener una pareja para generar energía sexual positiva. Yo hace unos años cuando hacíamos Jenny Live les decía, no, es que no hay línea fina, sí o sí tiene que ser amor, amor. Pero he aprendido, me han enseñado, me decís, ¿quién te enseñó el éter? Okay, porque yo toda la información que les hablo es algo que viene del éter y algo que me llega en meditación. No leo libros, el único libro que leí, siempre se los digo, es Cómo hacer amigos de creo que era de Dal Carnegie. Muy bueno, te lo recomiendo. Pero del resto es así. Me están diciendo que ya me calle, que no hable más, que ya lo saturé. No, vamos a dejar más para mañana. Ha sido un placer estar con ustedes, muchas gracias. Y yo sé, por supuesto, que cuando hablamos de estos temas por ahí no se les ocurren preguntas porque son temas nuevos, pero me encantaría que me escriban. El email mío es jenny@miamitvhd.com. Si no, escríbanme en Twitter, EnergyJenny. O TikTok también, Energy Jenny. Pregúntenme lo que sea, que para eso son estos programas y para eso damos la información. Guys, don't forget to subscribe to miamitvhd.com. I'm so sorry, I totally have to go, but we will see you now for members with the Positive Energy Seminar, and we'll continue tomorrow. I think we're on a roll. We're on to something here. So it's been a pleasure. Have a good evening, and please send me questions about these subjects, whatever it is. There is no right or wrong question. Just these are topics, you guys, so I would love to hear what you say, because I know that when we're live, most of you have always told me, Jenny, I'd rather listen than to ask something stupid. And I always say nothing stupid, but I do know that I get into a role, so I do appreciate it if you just email or tweet it to me, Energy Jenny. All right, my loves, big kisses, have a good evening, and I'll stand up now. Ahora sí me voy a parar, pero a ver, con cuidadito. Con cuidadito porque mi traje hoy es mi vestido. Ahí está. Bueno, chicos, adiós. Bye, guys. Have a good night. So this is my little outfit for today. I really like it. It's kind of like a burrito effect, but it's not.